This is Fieldsports Channel News. The UK Labour Party has been accused of mounting an attack on the countryside. The Countryside Alliance warns that in government, Labour's policies could decimate rural life. This week's announcement that a new government would eliminate hunting within their first term in Parliament has led to an outpouring of anger. Amongst the issues, Labour says it plans to eliminate trail hunting if it comes to power. The Countryside Alliance says it's starting a toxic culture war on the countryside.
There's an element of déjà vu here, with Labour wanting to return to the toxic culture war of 20 years ago, showing the party hasn't progressed at all since Tony Blair's leadership. The countryside won't be bullied, and we will stand up for ourselves. There's plenty to play for, and the Alliance will continue to fight to protect the interests of those who understand the countryside.
Charlie joined the fight on GB News with a debate with an activist from PETA. Labour's statement seems to have triggered antis into an outpouring of hatred against country people. Up against a representative from an anti-hunting organisation, Charlie got the chance to fight back.
Trail hunting is still allowed, and when this happens, the hounds are often still ripping foxes apart limb from limb. In fact, there's been over 400 prosecutions of illegal hunting with dogs since 2010.
I must correct a couple of things. He's managed to pack quite a lot of lies into a single sentence. Hunting was not banned, hunting was restricted, coursing was banned, and there have only been a handful of prosecutions. The 400 she's talking about are because the laws that Tony Blair brought in were stronger than the existing anti-poaching laws, so police tend to use the Hunting Act instead of the old perfectly adequate poaching laws to prosecute people. So it's not quite as bad as she's making out.
Yeah, go on, carry on.
So why do we defend it? Because hunting is fun, we love it, it's social, it's economically beneficial, it's environmentally beneficial, and if Keir Starmer wants to crack down with a hate campaign against a minority group, that's it's his prerogative, it's absolutely fine. But I think we're reaching a point in the countryside, we're reaching perhaps the tipping point where we're just not going to put up with these urban attacks on what we do.
A prestigious hunt has been banned from having its annual ball after online attacks by animal rights activists. The Marwell Hotel near Winchester in Hampshire was due to host the Hursley and Hambleton Hunt's annual celebrations next month. It cancelled the event after abuse from antis for supporting alleged illegal fox hunting. The hunt says it carries out legal drag and trail hunting in accordance with current legislation and says the hotel has caved into bullying by the antis. The bull was worth more than £8,000 to the hotel. It's now been rebooked by the hunt at another unnamed local venue.
It's our detractors that are, they're putting up fake reviews for businesses that quite frankly should be an offence. And there's no reason why these businesses shouldn't support their local hunts. I mean, they are their customers. One of the longest standing records in British angling has been broken. Lloyd Watson landed his 47-pound 5-ounce pike from Chew Reservoir near Bristol. His capture beats the one held by Ray Lewis, whose record for a 46-pound 13-ounce fish from Llandudno stood for 32 years. A hunt accused of illegally setting its hounds on a fox has been cleared to resume hunting. However, a ban remains for the two hunt masters. The Blackmore and Sparkford hunt was banned from hunting after a video published in the Times, which appeared to show its hounds attacking a fox. The BHSA has cleared the hunt to return to trail hunting for a probationary period. It will have to reapply for its licence next season and prove it is hunting lawfully. Dorset Police is investigating complaints against the hunt masters after the alleged incident in December. A leading chef has hit back after he was asked to remove the word hunter from his game cookery business. Nick Weston teaches people skills he says equip them to become modern-day hunter-gatherers. Several events where he and his staff carry out game cookery demonstrations asked Nick to change his business name from Hunter-Gather-Cook to remove the hunting reference for fear it might be upsetting punters. Nick, an author who also appeared on BBC's MasterChef as a mentor last year, announced on his social media that he'd refused. His parting shot on a robust Instagram post was to remind the antis, if we'd never been hunters, no one would exist now. A fundraising campaign to help a 12-year-old Cornish schoolboy rescue his fishing business has raised more than £2,000. Anthony Newcombe from near Plymouth lost his boat in recent storms. It meant he faced closing his business, which sells freshly caught fish
crabs and lobster. The local community started a campaign after Anthony found his lost boat smashed to pieces on the rocks. It's now heading toward a target of £2,500, which will help fund a new boat plus new safety equipment. You can find Anthony's YouTube channel and link to his GoFundMe page below. Landowners in Scotland are to be asked to follow a new code of practice when medicating grouse with grit. Grit, containing a medicinal anti-worming chemical, is used to help kill harmful parasites in the stomachs of red grouse. It's fed to the birds on the moors using strictly regulated and designated bait stations. Scottish ministers are drawing up a new code of conduct for the use of medicated grit as part of the Grouse Moor and Muirburn Bill. Castrate grey squirrels and cull the deer, then feed the venison to prisoners in British jails. That's the plan from the current government, according to reports in the Daily Telegraph this week. It's a strategy designed to help protect England's trees, which a study into net zero targets says are under threat. The report being considered by government says the deer population in the UK is at its highest for 1,000 years. Grey squirrels also cost the economy £37 million a year. DEFRA is due to publish its new deer and squirrel strategy, which includes the use of chemical contraceptives in squirrel food to slow population growth. And finally, here's Charlie with love. Earlier on, we brought you his exchange with the PETA activist on GB News, but Charlie had the last word.
You can ban hunting if you like, you can try to, but it's a bit like trying to ban snogging. You know, I just don't think you can stop us from doing it.
Snogging, like as in kissing?
Yeah, he said it's as likely to be effective as banning snogging. People want to do it.
We don't want that banned, we do not indeed.
And to keep Charlie banging the drum for common sense and for snogging, then please drop by the Fieldsports stand at the British Shooting Show and join up to the Fieldsports membership. You may even get a peck on the cheek. You are now up to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts.